India, the land of entrepreneurial opportunities, is becoming the fastest growing economy in the world. Micro, small and medium enterprises have played a significant role in this growth story. They have emerged as a highly vibrant and dynamic sector, fostering entrepreneurship, generating largest employment opportunities at comparatively lower capital cost, scaling manufacturing capabilities, and ensuring inclusive development across the country. However, despite these impressive figures, MSMEs in India have the smallest contribution to its GDP when compared to other growing economies in the world. The sector is unorganized, informal, and unregistered with poor access to business skills, capital, and market linkages. A vast majority of transactions are therefore cash-based, foreclosing any possibility of digital records being harnessed for broader benefits. With recent policy shifts and new technological innovations, the MSME sector is poised to emerge as a catalyst driving transformational change for our economy.
So Catalyst is working with India's micro businesses and low-income consumers to help them unlock the potential of digital payments, create access to broader financial services, and also create opportunities that are vital to their future prosperity.
Launched in September 2016, Catalyst seeks to bridge this gap through a local, tailor-made ecosystem approach to expand merchant acceptance and build consumer confidence towards greater adoption of digital payments.
2016 में राजस्थान गवर्नमेंट ने कैटलिस्ट जो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है इसके साथ मिलकर एक कैंपेन स्टार्ट किया और उसका मेन जो उद्देश्य था वो था डिजिटल ट्रांजैक्शंस को बढ़ाना। सबसे पहले जो हमने एरिया फोकस लिया तो जयपुर सिटी को हमने कवरेज लिया।
So early on in our lab experiments, we saw a disconnect between products and solutions that are available on the markets and the specific needs and context of the communities we were trying to serve. So this motivated us to set up a product innovation program which we branded as FinTech for the Last Mile. There are about 4 areas of work or exploration. First, we wanted to look at new functionalities that address the needs and the context of our communities. We wanted simpler user interfaces and also products that build on top of interoperable infrastructure that now exists in India. Second, in terms of economics, we wanted to explore new business models that monetize not upfront and therefore prevent people from trying products, but through more creative strategies like data analytics, etc. Third, behaviorally, we wanted to work with products and innovators that could use behavioral strategies creatively to nudge people to use such products, as well as think of new paradigms of customer support. And lastly, we want to understand from a regulatory and a policy standpoint, what are some of the impediments, the very practical impediments that prevent some of these business models from scaling and unleashing?
We've realized that about 70% of the beneficiaries, the account holding beneficiaries, are women. And these women either don't have phones or are regular feature phone users. So for us to target these women and get them onboarded onto a digital platform is very difficult because they don't have a smartphone and they frequently change their numbers, and they don't have the basic knowledge or awareness about how to use a smartphone, let alone how to use a digital app. So it's a whole different kind of challenge.
The Catalyst Incubator was launched in March 2018. We had 51 applicants qualified, and out of this 5 were finalized. This was based on a 3-stage iteration, and this was specifically to address different sectors, markets, and so that we are able to target different customer segments in different locations in Jaipur. The final 5 are also chosen based on the product viability through an expert panel which did a round of direct interviews as well as going through the unit economics, the product design, and also understanding the founders' interest in the growth of the business. We gave them this feet on street service, which is typically to make them go to the market, test their product, see the viability of the product, and make sure they address the customers' insights or their grievances. We also brought in the experts from like mentors from different fields whom we had access to, as well as we had this milestone-based approach wherein the startups were given specific targets, and based on these targets the tranches were released.
But how have these efforts accelerated growth for participating entrepreneurs?
So Aadhaar ATM, bill payment, card payment, deposits and so on till insurance. So everything we are simplifying, sachetizing, granularizing and bringing it to everyone.
We earlier were just a billing platform. So during this phase we wanted to be a billing, collection and automatic reconciliation platform, basically fully integrating the process.
What the Incubator program did to us was three things. One, it introduced us to a partner on the ground who would be willing to try out our solutions. That's always extremely helpful. The second thing that we got was some basic data which allowed us to start thinking about creating a solution, which on our own would have taken us more time. And the third thing, that it offered us a small amount of money, which allowed us to be able to set up a team, experiment a little bit with our solution ideas.
We were operating on the FMCG vertical. We also wanted to sort of look at it at different verticals. So the cashless experiment in Jaipur gave us that opportunity to work closely with pharma distributors and retailers in Jaipur. And that was, I think, the biggest takeaway for us.
We did the training, we did the enablement for these customers. Apart from that, we touched the retail merchants in those areas in tier 4+ cities around Jaipur, where these, because they are in complete touch with the rural customers, so it helps us to scale faster, it helps us to reach them in a more efficient way.
The team was fantastic in terms of support. So a lot of things we understood from the team itself, especially because we are into payments and transactions. That knowledge came from the team directly, and being a young startup, it is very, very much important for us. During these 6 months, we were able to try certain things out in Jaipur market, which we are now replicating in other geographies of India, be it on customer acquisition side, be it on trying out different verticals, or even the payment platform that we use.
We were able to experiment from 5 retailers to 50 to 170 odd, and then growing now. We were able to convince our teams to relocate to Rajasthan in Jaipur and experiment this with being fearless.
We could tap into the Department of IT in Jaipur, and through them we reached out to the Pharma Association, and they sort of sponsored an event, right, where we could present our solution. The event was pretty well received, and as an outcome of that event, about 5-6 top distributors of Jaipur, especially the pharma vertical, signed up.
We see these customers start doing banking where they were having bank accounts which were dormant, but now they have started operating those bank accounts, started savings in those bank accounts. They have started generating credit history for themselves. Because of the transactions, they get more better credit.
The big impact that we see is that we've converted one organization which was not offering financial solutions to customers into finding the power of a simplistic solution, and that how they, even though they were a non-financial organization, they're able to offer this to customers. And really now we're trying to scale up with them.
And with these fresh solutions, Catalyst returns to the fields to educate, experiment and demonstrate impact in the lives of real people on the ground.
जी फ़ायदे तो है ही, बहुत सारे हैं उसके फ़ायदे कि अपन बैंक में सेफ रख सकते हैं उसको। बचत खाते अपन के घर में ही पैसा रहता है तो वो जल्दी उड़ जाता है। 10 प्रॉब्लम रोज़ होती रहती है, घर में कुछ ना कुछ घटता रहता है। अगर अपन का बैंक में रहता है तो उसको अपन सोचते हैं कि ले आएंगे, बाद में ले आएंगे, वो काम आ जाएगा।
The collection which our boys used to do going around in the city, and they used to collect cash. Now they are asking our customers to pay through digital medium of PayB. So more and more payment which are coming through a digital platform, we welcome that. And it brings more transparency between customers and us.
मेरा पेपर ऐप आने के बाद में सबसे मेन फ़ायदा ये हुआ है कि कस्टमर्स को बिल देने की समस्या सबसे बड़ी यही थी कि जैसे किसी कस्टमर का अपने को लंबा बिल हिसाब होता है 6 महीने का या 12 महीने का, तो वो अपने को नहीं करना पड़ता है। अपने को कस्टमर के पास जाने की ज़रूरत नहीं है, अपने आप ऑनलाइन पेमेंट आ जाता है अकाउंट में या पेटीएम वगैरह जो भी उनके पास सोर्स होता है उसके हिसाब से।
मेरे पेपर के अंदर जो टाइम बचता है उसके साथ जो बचेगा उसके अंदर मेरे बच्चों को टाइम दूंगा, और उसके बाद में टाइम बचेगा तो मैं और बिजनेस के अंदर दूसरा काम कर सकता हूँ।
With these rich experiences, Catalyst now looks to expand its reach and impact.
Atal Innovation Mission under Niti Aayog has successfully granted IFMR Catalyst a version 2.0 of our incubator FinTech for the last mile. We will be able to again provide a full-fledged space and a 5 years worth of support to new budding entrepreneurs in the FinTech space.
Together, we build effective ecosystems, link communities, and catalyze sustainable solutions to bring the underserved and unheard voices at the forefront of India's growth story. We are Catalyst. These are our people. These are our stories.